There was a number of decks this week that were slowly making a resurgence up our tier list since the most recent balance patch, most of them kind of suppressed by the dominance of Thanos Lockjaw, and largely in part Leech, who was very responsible for breaking down synergistic decks and kind of stopping decks that relied on their final turn plays from really being able to thrive. One of those decks is one that I'm featuring today. Lockjaw Dracula was kind of a discard deck very well known in the past, has had various amounts of success over the history of Marble Snap, and definitely a fan favourite overall. I'm trying something a little bit different with today's video. I get a lot of requests in the comments sections for people to show me some of the things that can go wrong when you're playing a deck, some of the losses you can pick up when things just really don't go to plan. Too bad, he says, before MODOK definitely gets pulled. Why would it not? Why would it not? So I've included a few of those at the end of today's video for people that are interested in that kind of stuff to see how that plays out. And I'll take a look at some of the analytics and stuff on that part of the video and see whether or not that's something that's worth doing in the future. But if you've got a strong opinion on that kind of stuff, please do leave it for me in the comments section down below. I would love to feel like I can include more losses and more swingy style content here on the channel if people are actually going to watch that stuff and care for it to some extent. Otherwise, got some exciting games coming up for you to kind of showcase the play patterns of this deck and what it is capable of doing in case you've forgotten or simply weren't around when MODOK was grossly pushed out of the way during his own season pass. If you do enjoy this type of content, be sure to let me know. Leave a comment down below for me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel here at Marble Snap Zone for more in the way of our daily content here over on YouTube. Enjoy the games. Let me know what you think. Have a good one. Okay, Quantum Realm is a fine place to put this Sunspot. Certainly don't mind it going there. Holla. We can work through Holla. Ooh. Hello. Let's discard a swarm. Get the train underway. Lockjaw would be the source right about now. Bifrost. Okay. I think we can continue to be passive for the moment. Play it with the Cosmo. It's fine by me. Not worried about the Cosmo. This is interesting. Part of me's like, just Hellcow now. Don't worry about the MODOK. Think I'm doing that. You don't even always hit the MODOK. Like this feels like it's probably pretty good. Oh, baby. Hitting a swarm to start makes it even better. Opponent with the Shuri. That's fine. Things slide over. And we get to go. Oh, we even draw the APOC. Alright. So, we want to go like this, I think. So if we discard 3 swarms, we get 6 back, and the APOC. Yeah, I think that's right. Big old Captain Marvel for my opponent. I do not much care about Captain Marvel. Whee! Stuff and things. We probably don't win the Quantum Realm, but this is definitely what the deck is trying to do. Sometimes you'd rather have the APOC in your hand still to discard to a Dracula instead, but, you know. Opponent agrees. Victory. That is more like what we're looking to do. Okay. Atalan is like mildly annoying for this deck, to be honest. It's not the best, not the worst. We'll set up the Morbius here pretty happily. But I'm doing the same thing as me. That's cool. Unfortunately, they have access to Colleen Swarm, which we don't have in our opener here, which is fine and all. Normally, I wouldn't risk Swordmaster hitting the Dracula here, but given that we are going to be shuffling back into the deck anyway, why the hell not? Let's just spin the wheel. Swarm, Swarm, Wolverine. We lose the MODOK. That's a shame. Would have been a nice one to redraw. We find the Swarm a little late. Do I have time to set up this Lockjaw? Maybe. Maybe. Losing the MODOK kind of sucks if this was the end game plan, but... So turn 5... Oh, now I probably can't afford the Dracula is the thing. I need to turn this Swarm into something relevant. Yeah, this is a little bit of a dodgy one with this Hellcow. We'd very much like to have been able to play this Dracula out or draw something of relevance. Instead, we're kind of priced into trying to score some Swarms to go alongside this Lockjaw. We do, in fact, hit some Swarms. Sadly, we lose the Dracula on the second one. APOC doing his best impression of not playing ball and just not turning up. So, we could move stuff. I don't think we want to. I think I'm going to go Swarmity Chavez. That is my plan. Let's do that. I'm going to kind of double bluff. Yep, the double bluff paid off too. Opponent moved their Dracula, I was right. Don't Shang-Chi me, you coward. Don't you dare. We gained a Sunspot, which is a little unfortunate. The bluff. The bluff paid off. I went to go comment on the fact I'd done it deliberately and ran out of time. That's kind of cool. That's kind of sweet. Early little Sunspot. Not too much to do with discard, but we can work around this. I feel like we're going to be passing quite a bit early here, so I'm kind of fine to put the Sunspot in the Nexus. Opponent might be a Killmonger deck, so maybe it doesn't matter anyway. Pretty happy to take the pass until turn 4 right now. So see where we go. Alrighty. We do find the APOC. APOC's a good draw. Again, just taking the pass here. Opponent will Widow us. Sure. So this is maybe Bounce. Bounce would be my instinct. Looking for MODOK, truth be told. MODOK would be the easiest, cleanest way of doing this. If not, it might very well be a blind Hellcow next turn. Drawing Swarm would be nice. Drawing MODOK would be nice. Couple good draws. As long as we don't randomly get leeched by this Bishop deck, we should be alright. I think it's an aggressive filling of the Nexus. Very aggressive filling of the Nexus. Alright, I think we're going Morbius. We're drawing Chavez. We know we're drawing Chavez. So I'm going to Swordmaster and hope to hit the APOC so I can still play 2 discard cards next turn. I think that's where I'm at. Korg is mostly irrelevant. Alright, so we got to beat 20 power, basically. Well, significantly more than 20 power. We do hit the APOC. Alright, well. Coin flip central population, me. Let's disco. We're not even flipping, right? The Travers will be gone. It's pretty good, genuinely. This might be good enough. Might be good enough. Play to our outs, hit our 33%er. Getting politely rewarded for it, potentially. There's quite a lot of stats on this bishop, though. It definitely earned its weight. It's 26. The widow doesn't matter. Oh, the widow might matter. Oh, no. The widow might matter. The widow might matter a lot. Okay, thankfully Colleen saves us from that. We're all good. We're okay. Okay. Colleen saves us from the widow's bite. Whew. Victory. Had my heart in my mouth for a second there, but yes, we were safe from it, from the Colleen. Very cool. Dracula Morbius, just absolute powerhouses when your opponent can't interact with them. It's pretty great. Like, Leech was such a nightmare for you. Hopefully that's behind us, I guess. At least for the most part. Well, definitely not going to tempo Colleen here. That seems kind of bad. Ooh. Okay. Well, sadly, the Sakara is a little bit frustrating for us, but hopefully it's not too bad, he says, before MODOK definitely gets pulled. Why would it not? Why would it not? Just perfect. Everything I could possibly want. In the bin. Get out of here. Thank you, Marvel Snap. And thank you, Sakara. Oh. Nice slow start. We do find our Apocalypse, though, which should hopefully let us just play Lady Sif on curve. Hopefully we can make our way towards Dracula or something similar to really make the most of it. We gain a Doctor Strange. Not really a thing that we're looking for the most part. Let's get our sunspot ticking. A little bit of juice. Xandar. Okay, pretty easy Lady Sif here, I think. Let's just get the APOC discarded. Start growing it, spinning its wheels. Boop. Bonus stats. Reality Stone. So we have some Thanos-y goodness on the other side. Turns it to an Elysium, which I am not complaining about, I don't think. Definitely not complaining about that. Alright. Dracula Morbius is a pretty good turn 4, so I'm told. We probably don't get to play something plus MODOK, but I'm not sure that's going to matter. Would love to draw the Swarm, though. Opponent snapping, we are going to stick around. We'll be a little sad sometimes, but I don't think we're going anywhere. Might just get leeched. Might just get leeched. Thankfully, no leech. To be fair, the snap is pretty indicative of a leech. Wouldn't have been surprised if I'd been leeched there. Might get leeched here, but thankfully we do have reveal priority. So this is just going to be MODOK into Colleen Wing. MODOK into Colleen Wing does sound like the plan. Over comes the Dracula. That's a little annoying. Space Stone certainly making this a little hard to calculate. Kind of feel like I'm supposed to play the APOC, to be honest. We have reveal priority. We're going to get Shang-Chi'd sometimes. I think I'm supposed to play the APOC and let the Chavez get discarded. I'm not sure, though. I might regret this. Feels like 11 more on the right should be enough. Obviously, Shang-Chi gonna Shang-Chi. Not very much we can do about that should it happen. Just got to play to our outs, play to our abilities. Didn't get leeched. Definitely winnable. Depending on our opponent's hand, so I don't mind. Don't mind taking the spin on this one, giving him some cubes if I'm wrong. Super linear game plan here, though. MODOK did his thing. Dracula doing their thing. Lady Sif lined up, hit the Apocalypse. We even got the Colleen Wing to hit the Apocalypse, so... we get Juggernaut. Wow! Are you kidding me? What an absolute joke. I mean, I guess they knew, but still. Not the opponent's a joke, because they played this correctly, but look at this randomly generated Juggernaut from Campbell High. Booting the APOC over and then blowing it up. We should have just passed, clearly. If we just pass and soak, we win. Good lord, what a game. I understand the increase in power of this deck to some extent. Since the nerfs. I do think less Leech in the room is very good for this deck. It lets your linear, proactive game plan happen more often. I'm still not entirely sure I agree this thing can beat Shuri Zero in a point shootout, though. And I guess that's my main concern. Maybe you really can't afford to find space for anything like Shang-Chi. You definitely can't play Valkyrie. So I'm really not sure what the answer is, to be honest, for a deck like this. But this feels kind of great against the things that are good against Shuri Zero, which is maybe a good place for a tier 2 choice to be. And I know it's a fan favorite archetype. It certainly was one of mine once upon a time. And Lockjaw doing discard things is just so much fun. You get to some ridiculous ass numbers. So highly recommend picking this one up if you enjoy its play patterns. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing to the channel here at Marvel Snap Zone. It would be great to see you again for more things Snap in the near future. But until then, I've been Howling Minds. You've been amazing. Have a good one, folks. Take care of yourself.